we're going to be talking about how to output a lot of content across the board to all of your social media pages. So, how the heck I post so much? That is the bread and butter of honestly how I've grown a lot of my socials. So, for a little bit of background for myself, I have been a creator since December 2018, which was when I started streaming on Twitch, and I started making content on TikTok and stuff like that in July of 2020. So now we are going on year 6 of doing short form content. And I have been posting 3 times a day for like the last 5 years, more than 5 years, almost 6 years of posting 3 times a day. I was doing this while in college, also doing this while I had a full-time job. So still maintaining the posting cadence across the board. Currently, I'm still posting 1 to 3 times a day on most social media platforms. So at like once or twice on TikTok, once or twice on Instagram Reels, one long form YouTube video a day, a YouTube short a day. So if I have to say so myself, I think I'm pretty decent at outputting a fair amount of content, and I'm here to share all the secrets with you guys. I just want to add a quick disclaimer before we get started, because especially when it comes to talking about posting a lot and like posting volume, not everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. So I just want to re-emphasize that with you guys, because it's easy to look at other creators and be like, okay, well, like, why can Kat post this much, and this person post this much, and I can't do that? We don't have the same 24 hours. Some people have families, you have responsibilities, kids, school, a disability, things that will make it harder for you to make content compared to somebody else. Some people also have extra resources that you won't have access to. Some people have a partner, right, that is the breadwinner, so they are able to kind of like have more of their content funded by somebody else in their life, a family that's able to offer that support. Some people have partners or friends that are, offering services like editing and things like that to make your process easier. And all of that is completely fine. Like, more power to you for having resources that are able to enable you to be the creator that you want to be. But I just want to mention that because it's easy again to look at other people and be like, why can't I do that? And a lot of times it's because you don't know the full picture of what goes on behind the scenes of somebody else's process. And so just, keep that in mind. The only person you should compare yourself, if you're comparing at all, is to your past self, right? That's the only person that you know their full journey, because there's a lot that goes into it that you might not see. The couple of topics that we're going to be covering today is 1, how to set up systems that work for you. 2, the lazy tip, work smarter and not harder. And 3, reduce, reuse, and recycle. So what does this all mean? Because it sounds a bit vague right now. First up, and this is gonna be a little bit of a workshop. So do this with me, guys. I want you to ask yourself a few questions that I'm gonna be asking you right now. Okay, about your content creation process. Just think about how you make content. Think about for a second, what does that process look like? Now ask yourself, what is the bottleneck? Because everybody has a bottleneck in their creation process. What I'm referring to by a bottleneck is, what is the thing that is holding you back from making the content you want to make? Is it because you don't have enough time to make content? Is it because you don't have the ideas? Is it because you don't have enough footage filmed? Or is it because you have all this footage filmed, they're just not edited? Everybody has a backlog in terms of their content creation process. So I want you to ask yourself what your backlog is. And then we're going to go and work through that together. So the first backlog is, you don't have enough time to make content. And this, of course, is very understandable because life, right? Like, especially if you're not doing full-time content. Because again, I'm speaking from the perspective of, currently I am a full-time creator. I did this when I was in college. I did this when I had a full-time job. So I know the experience of doing content while having IRL responsibilities, IRL things that are managing, that like are taking up the time that you would like to go and make content. If the time is the issue, you don't have enough time to make content. In my personal opinion, how many hours are you streaming? Because content, in my opinion, should take precedent over streaming. And if you find yourself in a position where at the end of the week, you've done the work that you have to do, or like the homework you have to do, the bunch of your classes, and you did the streams you have scheduled a week, and you don't have time to make content. There's too many hours spent on streaming. It's like, this is a disclaimer. I am saying this in the context of if you want to grow as a creator. Some people do not want to grow and they just literally want to stream. More power to you. If that brings you happiness, I want you to be happy. If your goal is to grow as a creator, though, streams are not the best use of your time, because the VODs expire after a certain window. They either expire after 7 days if you have nothing. So you're not affiliate, you don't have Twitch Turbo, nothing. No monetization on Twitch. If you're affiliate, it's 14 days. Twitch Turbo or Twitch Partner, it's 60 days. So the VODs don't last forever. So streaming is only as useful as you are putting that stream content, cutting it, and putting it onto other socials. In yesterday's talk with Suika, he was talking about how, and the tips that he gave were so good. The video will be on Blerp's YouTube channel. It's already live. I need to make a command for that, but go check out Blerp's YouTube channel, or it's visible in my VOD as well if you want to watch yesterday's talk with Suika. But he was talking about how it's better to stream a short stream, but a quality stream, than a long stream that is a lot more lackadaisical in its method. You kind of like hit the go live and you're like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just gonna see where the wind takes me, you know? So if time is your issue and you are a streamer, which I'm guessing most of you are, right? I would cut down your stream time to like in half. So as much as you can cut it. Bare minimum, probably you need to go live for like an hour. But let's say hypothetically you are streaming maybe like 8 hours a week spread up over the course of the week. Cut that in half. Cut that stream time in half, and make sure every single stream has a purpose. Before you hit go live, you know exactly what you're going to be doing on that stream. And besides what you're going to be doing, what content you're planning to get out of your stream. And this also is not specific to streamers. Most of the tips are actually not streaming related. This is probably the only tip actually that I'm going to mention that is streaming related. But when you're going live, have a purpose in mind of what content you want out of your stream. Not just what you're going to do on stream, but what you want to clip out of it. So an example is like, okay, I want to go and stream, I don't know, like insert your favorite game, right? I want to stream League of Legends. Cool. You have a purpose. Your plan is to stream League of Legends. But what content are you going to get out of this League stream? Are you just going to hit go live and pray that something fun happens in game that you can clip it? If that is the game plan, it's too inconsistent to pull content from. So I would strategize your stream with more purpose. That would make it a lot easier for you to pull content out of it later. So maybe like playing League, but then you're doing, I don't know, you come with a specific purpose in the game. Like you are purposely trying to learn a different lane or something like that. If you're playing Valorant, it's like, okay, like singing to people in voice comm, you know? But when you go into the stream with an idea of what content you want to get out of that stream, it makes it a lot easier to have an entertaining stream to clip out of. So yeah, if you do want to just hang out with your followers, streaming is a good use for it. But streaming is not a good use of time. So if you are limited on time, that might not be the best use. You might be able to like communicate in a Discord server, and it is a lot less time consuming on you, but you would still be able to get some sort of like interaction with your community. It's just an idea. Now, the next issue that people have is that they don't have enough ideas for what content you want to make. So if the question is that you have all this time and you sit down at your computer and you're like, I want to make videos, what do I make? This actually breaks down into two sub-problems, okay? The two sub-problems are, one, you have no direction. So you don't know what type of creator you want to be. And the second issue is you don't know what content you want to make. And those are, I'm sorry if it sounds a bit vague, it's two different problems. One, if you don't know what creator you want to be, you maybe have an idea. It's like, okay, well, I want people to think I'm funny. But that is a bit vague of a direction as a creator. Like, what is the pillar of your content? What is your content going to revolve around? If that is the case, I want you to ask yourself another question. If tomorrow you were to wake up as a creator with 1 million followers, what would you want them to be following you for? Would you want them to be following you for, I don't know, like your crochet tutorials? Would you want them to be following you for gaming videos? Like, what game would you want them to be following you? And get a little specific. Personality is very, very vague. that is typically something that just comes along with being a creator. As you make more videos in a specific niche, people will be like, oh, well, like, I started watching because I just wanted to watch Valorant clips, but this person's actually really funny. So I'm going to stick around because they're funny. So being known for personality is a bit vague. I would implore you to ask yourself, okay, but like what beyond that? Because most people do want to be known for themselves and their personality, right? The second question is, are there some creators whose content you really enjoy and you aspire to be? Like, not in like a weird way, but it's like, okay, like if there is a creator whose career you would like to have, like, we're fantasizing here, right? Like, who would that be? Is there like a YouTuber you really like? Is there a vlogger you really like? And then ask yourself why you like their content. Because you as a consumer have found reasons in their content that you enjoy. And those are probably reasons that you would want people to watch you for your content, right? So maybe it's like, wow, I really like how vulnerable and down to earth she is in her videos. So now we have a little bit more direction as to what type of creator you want to be. You want to be a relatable creator, one that shares a lot of personal wins and losses in your life with your audience. And then here we can then brand your content in a more specific way. Because if you don't know what type of creator you want to be at all, then you're going to have a hard time coming up with ideas of what to create. Because you don't even know what you're making in general. It's like if you want to, it's like if you want to go get food, but you don't know what restaurant you want to eat at, you're not going to end up leaving the house because you don't even know what you want to eat. But once you identify, okay, man, today I really want Japanese food. Now you've narrowed down. Okay, now we could look for Japanese restaurants, So just a little idea out there. Now, the second issue that we have with the ideas is that you know what type of creator you want to be. You know you want to be an art creator, or you know you want to be, you want to make art tutorials. You know you want to be known for like the Valorant one-trick person. Now the second issue is, okay, but like what specifically do I make as content? This one is easier to solve. And after this call, after this workshop, I want you to do, here's a little homework assignment, or whenever you're free, okay? Make a 1 hour timer for yourself. If you have a 1 hour time window. By the way, this is just a little side tip. I have quite chronic ADHD. I'm also unmedicated. So if you're neurodivergent and you have ADHD, obviously all of our processes will look a little different. But this is something that I at least found, and I would always have to tell myself. In your head, you're going to think that this thing is going to take a heck of a long time. Just go and time yourself. Just go and time yourself doing the thing you think is going to take 10,000 years. You will find it's going to take way less time than you think it is. That giant pile of laundry that you're going to be like, man, this is going to take me 2 hours to do the laundry. Yeah, 15 minutes. So having a little timer is actually really nice to have. And I think even if you're not neurodivergent, this will probably be a good tip too, because it kind of gives you an end. It's like, okay, when this like 30 minutes is up, when this 1 hour is up, I'm free, I'm done. We're good. So set a 30-minute or a 1 hour timer for yourself, okay? And do this. Go onto a social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Look up 3 to 5 key creators in your niche. So hypothetically, if your niche is tech videos, go and look up tech videos, find 3 to 5 big creators whose videos keep coming up on the For You page, okay? Take notes on their videos. Don't steal. We're not doing that. But combine what they do well. So look at creator A, scroll through their videos, and take notes. Okay, what do you like of their content? Do you like their hooks? Do you like their editing style? Do you like their, I don't know, the way they color grade their videos? Take notes on what you like. Okay, person A, I like this, I like this, I like this. Go to person B. Okay, I like the way that they do this. I like the way they do that. Take notes of what you like and then, get a little, grab a couple of links of their videos. So you have a board that you can reference later of okay, this is what I like. This is what I like. This is what I like. So you have some direction. If you are a top creator already in your niche, which is a very good point, look at adjacent niches. Hypothetically, if you're very, very, I can use myself as an example, right? My niche is quite specific, content creator education. That's a very specific niche. I can look for tech creators, finance creators, other educational creators. There's people who do science content, right? These are adjacent niches that are still similar in topic to what I am creating. Look for top creators in those, one circle beyond you. Secondly, look in their comment section. See what people are asking for. Typically, you're going to see, wow, I really love your finance video. Can you make a video talking about taxes? Ding, 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 idea for you right there. Or, oh my gosh, this Valorant video was so funny. Can you make a video about best lineups on Viper? Another video idea. Just take notes, you know, make a little board of note ideas of topics that people are asking for in the comment section of these creators. Another one. Boom, right here, okay? This is so slept on. Secret tip to get ideas to make videos. Use the search feature of social media platforms because they work as a search engine. They will auto-populate with video ideas. I just typed in tech gadgets, hypothetically, okay? So pick like a couple keywords of your niche. So Valorant creator, tech gear, tech gadget, keyboard build, makeup, right? See what the social media platform is auto-populating. Here, right here, I looked up tech gadgets. Look at all of the top search options right there. This is the social media platform telling you what people are looking for, okay? Just do this across all the social media platforms you are on. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, right? So now we have more video ideas. Tech gadgets for men, tech gadgets for desk, Amazon finds, tech gadgets for girlies, tech gadgets must-haves. And these also serve as like really, really great intro hooks for your video. The top 3 best tech gadgets for men. Top 3 best tech gadgets in 2026. Bam, right there. More video ideas for you. This workshop is 1 hour long. There will also be a Q&A section at the very end as well. By the way, on a side note, if you sell products like on Etsy, whatever, this is also a great way to see what people are searching for on Etsy. Next up is if your issue is filming. So this would mean, okay, like you have ideas, you know what kind of creator you want to be, you have a hard time filming videos. First up, I would already make a Notion board with scripts populated inside your board. This is how I personally like to work. Everybody has their own method. Here's an example, right? I have a board. You can see under my editing tab, a film piece about acne, how to add auto captions in Premiere Pro. Oh, that's all. These 2 actually, I need to move these. I already made these videos. 3 quick free upgrades to your videos. Bam, do you see this? Like the bullet points are already written in here. So when you need to go and make a video, you literally just can open up your Notion, take a look and be like, okay, bam, video 1, 3 quick upgrades, script in here. All right, put my phone down, record. All right, boom, next video, click the next one. Okay, here's my script, prop it up. All right, record the video. Boom, 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 boom. Like it makes it so much easier when you have your whole board set up. This, by the way, I'm just gonna say, you need to like train yourself to do this. I am the most type B person you'll ever meet. I've missed flights. I've lost my passport. Like, I am type B to a T. Okay, that did not mean to rhyme that. You have to train yourself to be like this, unfortunately. But life gets so much easier when you are at least somewhat organized about your content. Other tips for additional filming, because yeah, Danielle, right? It is a hard part for a lot of people. Unfortunately, a couple of tips that I will give you in this category involve money. I really try to avoid money-related tips because I want it to be as accessible as possible. Sometimes it does relate to that. But a couple more things for filming. And I can completely, again, relate to you guys because as somebody with ADHD, executive dysfunction is such a real thing. It's when you feel like between you and doing the thing, there's like a giant mountain and you can't get over the mountain, okay? The next tip I'll advise you, reduce any barriers from you to start doing the thing. So if the issue is, again, you have a hard time filming videos, typically that's because there's way too much equipment to go set up. Like, you need camera, you need tripod, right? You need audio equipment. When you have all of these like moving pieces going around, it's so hard to make videos because it's like the idea of like, okay, I need to get my camera, I need to like, you know, re-clip my plate to the proper location, grab the SD card from my computer, put on the... It sounds so daunting that you don't want to do it anymore. What helps so much is if you already remove all those barriers. Keep your tripod set up. Keep your camera on your tripod if you can. I could not. I tried that and my cat knocked the tripod over, so it broke my camera lens. But, you know, have a stream setup like this. Like what I did to at least make my process easier. Streaming desk. This is the working desk. Camera mounted to, like the camera you're seeing, mounted straight to the desk. Camera on it with a dummy battery in it. So it's always powering the camera, so I don't have to keep changing the batteries out. Already propped up. Like, And OBS is set up with all of the scenes to record. So if I have to film a YouTube video, I open up OBS, everything is already plugged in, bam, we're good to go. It makes it so much easier to film when you have all these pieces to make it easier. There's a couple of tech gear items that will make your life a little bit easier. And I don't like to recommend too much money related things, but these I did find were really helpful. One, having a cage for your camera. They are a little bit expensive. This is like about $50, but a cage on your camera makes it a lot easier to film, because if you film a lot of vertical videos, it makes it a lot easier to mount your camera vertically, instead of like doing the thing where you like tilt the ball joint sideways. That makes it a lot harder. The camera is a lot more precarious. It's a lot easier to mount lights and stuff with a cage on. A second one is the quick release plates. So it's a plate that you can mount to the bottom of your camera. And then instead of like screwing your camera on the tripod, you just snap the plate in. Makes it a lot easier. I don't have it on this camera, but there are other, there's like a lens cap holder, elastic that snaps around the, you just like elastic it around the lens. And then when you drop the lens cap, it just hangs by a string. So you're not always losing the lens cap. And a multiple camera battery holder that also charges the camera. They have battery cases. It's a lot bigger, but it'll be like this. And then you open it, and inside you can just put the camera batteries in there, and they just auto charge in the case. So all of those makes the filming process a lot easier if you're filming with a lot of external equipment, because any little thing you could do to save a bit of time, I think is a good investment to do. Time is the only thing actually that you cannot get back. So I think those are like great little side tools to have for a filming process. If it's lighting, if you're like, oh, I feel like I can't film because my lighting always looks bad after like 5 p.m. or my lighting only looks good between like 2 to 5 because the sun gets all finicky, doesn't hit my room right, buy a key light, buy a softbox or a ring light. It's a money thing, but being able to film whenever you want to film and not being reliant on the sunlight from a window makes it a lot more flexible for you to make content. If it's because you feel like your face is the problem, I'm gonna be honest, there's days where I don't want to film videos because I just feel so ugly. Faceless videos. Have a PNG tuber, a VTuber. So you can like at least like an alternate model so you can like throw it up. So it's like, okay, if I'm really not feeling this today, there's another option. I film a lot of like hand only videos now because my acne was really, really bad. So I was like, oh, I don't want to film because like my acne looks so awful, Well, I don't show my face in some of the videos, so not even the problem. Now, the next thing. Oh, sorry, I did not realize this would instantly play the audio. Is editing. If editing is the issue, have a faster editing flow. Now, there are a couple things you can do to speed up this process as well. One, sometimes there's going to be like the ideal of where you want the video to look like. You're like, ideally, the video, boom, would look like this right here. Sometimes you're going to have to cut some corners, sacrifice some effects, and then output the video, boom, like this. No, I'm not showing the slides right now. I was tabbing to a different slide for when I get to that bullet points, but it autoplayed the video, so I was like, oh, shoot. My bad. Sometimes, like if your goal video is like an S tier video, it's fine, right? Like if you only have enough time to edit it up to like what you would consider a B tier video, posting the video is still better than not posting at all, because not posting a video is not going to get you anywhere. But if you post the video, that's an opportunity, right, for people to see your content. You can always go back and re-edit that video later. Just hit post. Literally, if it means you post a video and then boom, put your phone down, don't look at it again. Like, gotta do what you gotta do, man. Another option is to use software that makes your life easier. So one software, great sponsor of the Creator Accelerator program, the host, Streamladder. By the way, if you're in the Creator Accelerator program, you get 3 months access to Streamladder Gold Plus. Amazing tool, auto captions, auto scheduler, like all of this straight into software. Having software that makes your process easier is a game changer. There's software out there that you could do a lot of stuff and it'll just take you like 2 hours to do it. Or there's software where you could, click a couple buttons and it's already set up for you. It's already done. That makes it so much easier. The auto captions, bam, straight up on Streamladder already has all the effects on there. It already pops up whatever. You can choose all the ones you want. Bam, you're already done with the captions. Right? Like, and the captions, honestly, for most editors is like the most tedious part of the editing process if you're manually doing it. Like, anything that would save your time, even if it involves getting a tool to make it easier. Scheduling out your content. will save you so much time. There's some platforms that, in my opinion, you cannot schedule content on because you will get punished. TikTok is one of those. From my experience anyway, scheduling content on TikTok is very hit or miss. Sometimes your video will just shoot straight into the dark and it just bombs. Basically, every other platform will not punish you for scheduling content. YouTube does not at all. Instagram, from my experience, really, it's kind of hit or miss as well, but it's a lot more forgiving. Twitter, nope. Threads, nope. TikTok is the only one where I'd be like, maybe if you could manually post it, but still, scheduling is better than not posting at all. So if scheduling the content means that's the way the content's coming out, schedule it. So scheduling tools will save your life so much time and effort. Streamladder has a auto scheduler within the platform. There's another tool. It's called Restream.io, and it is a system where you can link like a social channel and then have a workflow set up. So it's like if you post on TikTok, it will take that TikTok video, auto post it onto all the platforms you choose. So tools like these makes getting your content out there so much easier. Also, copy and paste is your best friend. Copy and paste everything. Your captions, just copy and paste it. Your title, copy and paste it. Your, like, other platforms, like some editing softwares have like presets, copy and paste all of that. It makes your life so much easier. Another one is balancing the type of content you're creating. Okay, so the video, give me 1 second. The video autoplay, so hopefully this doesn't scuff up a little bit, but I'll just play it like this, okay? Balance your videos between high and low effort. So this is what I would consider like a high effort video that I've made. I'm not gonna show you all of it, right?
This brand new update is a game changer for editing on mobile, and that's keyframes. And thank you, Adobe, for sponsoring this video. Keyframes has been the pinnacle of editing on your desktop.
Like this took a lot of time to edit. This one, low effort video filmed in TikTok, 6 seconds long. Balance out your content between low and high effort videos, because in my opinion, if you are a smaller creator, by smaller, I mean you're under 100K, quantity is the most important to grow. You want quantity of posts going out. And then slowly, we're gonna switch from quantity to quality. So I would say once you surpass the 100K threshold, we'll start cleaning up the videos a little bit, elevating the quality of the videos. That's how you're gonna stand out once you've reached that point. Quantity first. So if it means you are filming, like out of 5 videos, 1 of them is nicely edited, 4 of them are little TikTok videos in your phone, do the phone TikTok videos too. As long as it's getting the videos out there. Spam it until you make it. Yeah, that is what I firmly agree. That, in my opinion, is what got me to where I am. It's an absurd amount of video spamming. When I was in college, I was literally just filming TikTok videos in my phone 3 times a day for like hours every single night. And that's how I was posting 3 times a day. Just because editing was just too time consuming. So it just sometimes is like that. Another one also, the final point for editing, sometimes it means you're going to have to outsource your labor. If you do have a bit of extra funds, and I know this is, again, a money thing, so it's a little bit of a conditional advice, but outsourcing a bit of labor that you hate doing to somebody, game changer. Hiring an editor for me was a massive game changer. My editor edits all of my long form YouTube videos. Like the TikTok videos and stuff, I still edit, but that takes a huge burden off your back, because whatever your backlog is, sometimes the only really solution is to outsource that labor. Another process. Yeah, exactly. What you hate, somebody else will love. And that is such a great statement. So another thing is set up systems that work for you. So I want to also add, as long as it works for you is the most important thing, okay? If it works for you, that's what matters. Everybody has their own creation process, and everyone's process is going to look a little different. Just because I do things one way and it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So I just want to add that disclaimer as well. But set weeks. Like break your week up into days where you're doing things. It will keep you a lot more accountable. It will allow you to work on your content creation process better. Have filming days, editing days, ideating days, okay? Break it up into those 3. And I want you to put it in your calendar. Please block some time into your calendar for this. If you put it in your calendar, you will be a lot more productive and diligent in sticking to doing this and building up the habit. The big one is building up the habit, right? The editing days are probably going to be the most time consuming, but the filming days, when you get everything done in one sitting, it makes it a lot easier to work on your content. So I would recommend breaking that up. Another, oh, wait, my bad, clicked off. Another one is work smarter, not harder, okay? Find shortcuts to speed up your process. I was talking about this earlier, but any shortcut you could take makes your process for pumping out a lot of videos so much quicker, okay? Like I was talking about the content scheduler in Streamladder, repurpose.io is an option. Lazy people are typically the most efficient people. Don't sleep on that. Another tip, okay, that I use this all the time in my content. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'm the most like unashamed for this. Reduce, reuse, recycle, okay? Steal from yourself. I am a humongous advocate of stealing for yourself. Recycle old videos of yours that did well, okay? So if you had a video and it went viral on TikTok, that means something in that video did well, okay? Repost that video to any social media platform. You can repost it. The one caveat is TikTok is a bit punishing for reposting videos. It will flag your video as reposted, and then it will suppress the views. The workaround for this is that you tweak the video a little bit so it doesn't look the same. That is the workaround. But if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, and you're probably a couple of questions you'll have is like, okay, well, Kat, if I'm going to be reposting a whole bunch of my videos, one, how big of a window should it be before I repost the video? I typically would recommend a couple of weeks before you repost the video. I've accidentally reposted the same video in a 2-day window, and honestly, nobody noticed. So do with that information what you will. Now, two, Kat, wouldn't people notice that I'm reposting the same video, and aren't they going to get tired of it? No, because not every single one of your videos gets shown to the exact same person that follows you or that consumes your content. Maybe they don't follow you, but you're always on their For You page, right? It doesn't always get shown to the same person. Less than like 10% of your followers will see your videos. So it's a bit frustrating like that. You can spam videos for a long time without people noticing. On Instagram Reels, my record, 6 times reposting the same video before I started getting comments of, hey, I think I've seen this video before. 6 times over the course of 1 year. Each video, the first video was 1 million, the second video was 900K, the third video was like 500K, and then it was at like 100K, then it was at like 80K. And then the views slowly dwindled, but took 6 times before people noticed that it was the same video I was reposting. So spam. If it did well, keep reposting it till it stops getting views. Then maybe that's the end of that video, okay? Reuse scripts that worked, but with a twist. Again, if that video went viral, that script must have done well. Literally steal the script word for word. I do that all the time in my videos. If you scroll through my TikTok page, I will have videos that is legitimately the exact same script as a previous video. And typically the window that I buffer these types of posts between, it's about like 6 months. So every couple of months, I will go on my TikTok page, scroll, and look at the most popular videos, and then steal the scripts of the most popular videos and refilm it with a brand new hair color. Nobody has caught on yet. So, another secret, by the way, if you have viral short form videos, you can rip those short form videos, mash them together into a YouTube video, and get a whole bunch of views. Do you see that up there? Decorating a brand new Twitch account from start to finish. 222,000 views on YouTube. It is an 8-minute video of my TikTok videos mashed together with like the intro cut out so it doesn't sound too repetitive throughout all the videos. Yeah, literally just rip the TikTok video, smash them into a YouTube video, bam, YouTube videos. So if you're short on long form videos, typically a lot of people struggle with that. Grab a whole bunch of your short form videos that you've already made that are in the same topic or a very, very similar topic where you can make an enticing looking title, smash them together, bam. More views. Work smarter, not harder. Reuse, reduce, and recycle, okay? Until people finally catch on. And you know they catch on when they finally start commenting, I think I've seen this video before. Until you get those comments, you're good. Just repost a different video after that. Another one, B-roll used for a video could be used for a different video. Right? Like, if you went out and you did a filming day and you filmed yourself, I don't know, doing something, drinking some boba, whatever, and you slap some relatable text on it for your video, well, couple months later, you can reuse that B-roll. Who's gonna know? And people, again, if you've stalked my TikTok page, every single one of my videos, my hair color is different. Who cares? right? Recycling B-roll is my jam. Yes, exactly, right? Like if it works, and that is the most important thing. So the biggest thing that I want to leave you with basically is anything that you can do ethically that makes your process faster, that makes it easier, that cuts corners. As long as you're getting videos out there, that's fine. That's good. That's all that matters. The final thing is build up habits, okay? This is the tricky part, that when it comes to making a lot of videos, it seems so daunting, it seems so endless, it seems like you are Atlas holding the world up on your shoulders. Don't think about it like that. I just want to challenge you to keep it up for a short window of time, maybe 2 weeks. We are in the Creator Accelerator program. I'm guessing most of you guys are in the program. I will challenge you to try to post daily for the duration of this program. This is already week 1. So this week 1 is already, we're cutting through week 1. So you have like 5-6 weeks to be doing this, 1 month. Just try your best. The big one also is like, don't beat yourself up if you missed a posting day, you couldn't do it for a day, whatever. You're human. And as humans, we're not going to be perfect. And that's completely fine. As long as you tried your best and you know you tried your best, that's what matters. Even if it means you missed a day, etc. Maybe like, you missed a couple of days because you got sick. That's fine. We all get sick. I got sick last week. Happens. Just give yourself grace, okay, to make the mistakes that you're going to need to make to learn as a creator. But once you start doing this over time and you do a small little challenge, you will find that you will build up the habit to keep this up as a long-term thing. Another thing that I would recommend, phone alarms. Set alarms in your phone with a little notification of what you're supposed to be doing for that day. A little alarm that says, post a video every day, or post a video today. When that alarm goes off, it's going to remind you, oh, right, I need to post a video. And then you can snooze it if it's not the good time for you to post right now. But having something like that will also help you build up the habit of continually posting. With that, these are all my socials. I don't know why I put my Twitch channel up there, because like you guys are literally in my Twitch channel here. But this is where you can find me. You can go stalk my Instagram or my TikTok. That's where I'm the most prolific in reposting an absurd amount of my content, honestly. A lot of it is reposted and reused. And with that, if you guys have any questions, we do have 15 minutes to go grab some questions, and I would like to go and answer them to the best of my ability to help y'all get the most posts out possible. Yes, that is actually a really big one that you mentioned, Rankum. Is also building a nest egg is so helpful in terms of getting that forgiveness, right? Where you're not going to be able to make videos every day. You're not, because no feasible human being is like cranking out daily videos. What typically most people do is that they will have like a backlog of maybe like 5-10 videos, so that if there's like a couple days they can't post because they got sick or something, well, there's still going to be a bunch of videos in their backlog that they can just post out of their backlog. Typically my working process is I try to keep a backlog of like at least 5 videos per platform. So, 5 long form, 5 short form, right? So that if I'm a bit busy, so I can't really film long form videos, there's already 5 backlog that's ready to go out once a day. Same thing for TikToks and short form videos, a backlog of at least 5. Oh, wait, was there no notification in the Discord? The Discord is linked above. There should be notifications for it. Maybe if it didn't go out today, that's unfortunate. There will be another one tomorrow. But also, it will be on the Blerp YouTube channel. So let me grab you actually that link real fast. The talk from yesterday is already up on the channel. So yes, this is Blerp's YouTube channel. So make sure you go and subscribe there. All of these talks will be available for you guys to watch, because we understand that not everybody is in the same time zone. I am based in LA. A lot of the Streamladder team is actually based in the EU. So you guys, if you're in the Discord, you will have access to moderators and people that will answer your questions basically 24/7, due to the fact that like people are based all over the world. So no matter what time zone you're in, we're trying to be as accommodating for that as possible. This VOD will also be immediately available upon the stream end, so you feel free to watch the VOD through its entirety, or whatever part of the VOD you want to watch. Scrat, my issue is that I get imposter syndrome badly and always question if my video or clip is worth posting. What I would recommend, I know it's so easy. It's so easy to be the most critical about yourself when you're taking a look at your own content, because it's yourself you're looking at, right? I'm telling you, you never know. What Suika was saying yesterday that I truly stand by as well is posting videos is like entering the lottery. Every video you post is another lottery ticket that you are getting to a chance of virality, okay? Just hit post. If you don't want to stare at it, literally like close your phone and chuck it under your bed and don't look at it again. There's some videos where I post and I'm like, oh my, this is so cringe. Post a video, don't look at my phone again. Play some League of Legends so you don't have to look at it. You know, put it out of your mind. You never know. So many times an example is like there was a video that I made on my alternate TikTok account. I have alt channels on like every single channel. But my friend, I told her this was going to be a viral video. She was like customizing Disney ears. And she was like, no, like no one's going to watch it. I was like, fine, I will make this video. I filmed the video. I edited the video, posted on the alt channel. It's like at 500K right now or something like that. Almost 600K. And I was like, yeah, look at it. You never know how a video is going to do. And as humans, we are always our worst critics and our worst enemies. Sometimes you just have to tell that part of your brain, like, shut up, you know? And it's always easier said than done. So I don't blame you at all if it's a difficult strat to do. I'm in the streaming tech and education niche, which only has a finite amount of topics before, you know, Osu, this is actually a question that I can answer very well in from personal experience as somebody who is also in the creator education niche, because I completely agree. There is only so many topics you can cover before you run out of topics. And you know what happens when you run out of topics to cover? By the time you run out of topics to cover in the niche that you're making videos in, chances are it's already been a while. So chances are you've garnered a lot of new followers that have not seen your older videos. Make them again. And here's the thing, to you, you're going to feel like you're going crazy because you're like, I've already made the same video like 4 times. Well, your followers have not seen all 4 of those videos unless they've been following since like the beginning of time. Even then, they don't see a lot of your videos because your videos just don't get, not every single one of your followers is going to receive every single one of your videos, right? So remake the videos, go back to your content again. Okay, what were you talking about when you first started making educational content? By now, your editing is probably better, your scripting is probably better. Remake those videos again, alter the script a little bit. So yeah, you will feel like you're going nuts because you're like, oh, I'm remaking the same video over and over again. Your audience will not see it that way. Yeah, Danielle, things change so quickly, especially in the education space. So just remake the video. And the other thing is that you can always, education videos are easy to remake as well, because like what Danielle is saying, software is updating all the time. They're always updating the UI. There's always a new thing. I've made many videos about here's the requirements for Twitch affiliate. They updated the Twitch affiliate requirements. Now it's 25 followers instead of 50. You know, they're always changing things. So recycle content. And Tim, you said this so true, because if I've said this in so many of my videos too, don't be afraid of posting videos as well, because if your video flops, then nobody saw the fact that it flopped. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear, did it truly make a sound? Like, it's one of those, right? If it flopped, then nobody saw it flop. So in the ecosystem in the world, your video didn't flop at all. And even if you don't have anything new, you can always speculate. Another thing to talk about in the education niche specifically is news-related content. Typically, there's a lot of like legislation around specific educational topics or new discoveries being made in the scientific field. So those are always going to be like little splashes that you can always throw into that space, because that's very like time sensitive. It will not be something that you've talked about before because it's new. Vera, do you see short form viewers transfer well to long form content? Do you mean to transferring over to like a stream or to a YouTube video? From short form content transferring into a stream, it depends on what content you make. If the short form content you make is very similar to what you do on Twitch, let's say all you're making is Valorant clips and you are a Sage one trick and all you do is Sage lineups, and all you stream is Sage lineups, the 1-to-1 conversion is not bad as long as you're dual streaming on TikTok. To a long form YouTube video, it again depends on the topic you're talking about. Typically, it's only if the long form YouTube video is literally the same topic as a viral TikTok video. So an example is like if there was a commentary storytelling TikTok video about like, here's why, I don't know what side of TikTok you guys are on, but an example is like, oh, here's how I met this man in prison that I'm gonna marry in 6 weeks, okay? Unless the long form video is literally that topic with more detail that was not given in the short form, the conversion is not great. It's not impossible, it's not the best. This is why my best advice, honestly, is to make content on every single platform. And again, you can repost to an absurd amount. Another example that I want to give you is there is a creator that I know, and she has 1 million subscribers on YouTube and not a single long form YouTube video. Not a single one. Do you know why? All she did was take her TikTok videos and repost them to YouTube Shorts. Spam them out there. And her videos are good. It gained her like 1 million on TikTok. Also gained her 1 million on YouTube. With 0 long form videos, mind you. So the best way if you want to grow long form is take the short form video and put it onto YouTube Shorts. Let me pull up her channel actually to show you as an example. I love her content. Like, this is not like a diss at all because this is extremely smart of what she was doing. This is the creator that I'm talking about. Alina Yuan, I love her videos, by the way. If you want like beauty glow up tips, she's your girl. 1.08 million subscribers on YouTube. There's not even a tab for a video. There's no tab that says video because she does not have a long form video. It's all repurposed shorts. So I am so proud of all of you guys for joining this program and join the Discord. That's where all the communication is going to be happening. I'll be very excited to talk to you guys in the Discord and stalk your socials to see what you guys are posting. So with that, thank you everybody for being here. And again, a humongous thanks to Blerp and Streamladder for putting this on, an amazing program for all of you guys. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next workshop.